The Uniform and the Nonsense, the Sports Edition. Well, we've been looking at lots of different topics over the last couple of months, but today I thought, why don't we look at something that plays on most people's minds? Uniforms in athletics, sports, the difference between men and women, what they wear, how they wear it. What does society think? It's a crazy world. We have crazy things going on. And here we've decided that we'll pick up one of those crazy things, the inconsistency of society, and see where we go with it. So welcome back to the Daily Eye Roll, the show where we take society's nonsense, hold it up to the light, and ask who approved this. Today's topic, sexism in sportswear, because apparently female athletes are competing in the Olympics, but their outfits are competing for a spot on Love Island. So let's begin with the fabric inequality crisis. Have you ever noticed how men's sportswear looks like it was designed by NASA? Basically, if you gave them a helmet, they could fly to the moon and probably back. Women's sportswear, on the other hand, looks like it was designed by someone who said, forget performance, let's make sure everyone can see everything. Men get the shorts, while the women get a piece of fabric. This is where, I don't know how to describe this. This is where the designer whispered, what if we just forget the clothing? Now, do you remember the great Norwegian short scandal? It was balmy. It was absolutely madness. Apparently, the Norwegian women's beach ball or handball team committed the crime of the century. They wore shorts instead of those things that look like panties. Yes, shorts, not explosives. It wasn't a coup. There was no tax fraud, just fabric slightly longer than the regulators wanted. And the European Handball Federation reacted like somebody had leaked the nuclear codes. €150 fine per player. For what? For covering too much leg. For God's sake, come on. Imagine writing that on an invoice. Reason for fine: insufficient exposure of thighs. Crikey. Who drafted this rule? A sports committee or a bored Victorian uncle with a monocle? Meanwhile, the men's team is out there wearing baggy shorts, tank tops, probably a hoodie if they feel chilly. No problem. But the women, no. They must wear bikini bottoms with a maximum side width of 10 centimetres. Who measured that? Who is the Federation's official thigh inspector? Do they have a ruler, a tape measure, a passion for geometry, or just complete nonsense? I mean, the Norwegians have been pretty stupid in the past, but this is really taking the biscuit. The Norwegian team said, nah, we're wearing shorts, mate. No, we don't care. Said it in a Norwegian accent, of course, and I can only do Pakistani accents. And the Federation lost its mind like somebody unplugged their Wi-Fi. The best part, the whole world roasted them so badly that the rule got changed. Imagine being bullied by the entire planet until you finally admit, okay, fine, maybe forcing women to wear tiny bikini bottoms was a bit weird. Oh, it's just madness. I've never had so much fun. Anyway, honestly, the only thing more embarrassing than a fine is the fact that somebody somewhere genuinely believed this rule made sense. The real genius who think women prefer skimpy outfits because it helps them move faster, better. Yes, because nothing speaks peak athletic performance like constantly pulling your shorts out of your exterior mid-serve. And they've been doing this for decades. Volleyball, athletics, tennis, all treated like sports babes and are high fashion hallucinators, except the athletes didn't sign up for this fashion part. This is where men get coverage, women get camera angles. So let's look at the athlete experience, aka the struggle. Imagine training for years, early mornings, brutal workouts, strict diets, only to show up on game day and be handed an outfit that looks like it lost a fight with a pair of rusty old scissors. Female athletes talk about discomfort, distraction, and feeling objectified, and I don't blame them. You know, it's true. They're trying to focus on winning. Meanwhile, their uniform is trying to focus on escaping. This isn't empowerment. This isn't freedom to choose. It's female sexual exploitation with a logo on it. Let's try the reverse scenario. Let's flip it. I have to say this with a straight face. Imagine men's football teams running out in tiny shorts, crop tops. Imagine the commentators trying to justify it. Ah, yes, the new ultra-minimalist kit designed for optimal airflow. Outrage would be biblical. Players would refuse. Fans would riot. Sponsors would evaporate. But when women face the same nonsense, they're told, it's tradition. Do it or find yourself a different sport. Tradition is not an excuse. It's just a fancy word for we have always done it this way and that's for good sport. So what is the real message for those who are fed up of showing everything they have while men ogle at them like hungry baboons? And now for the daily eye roll analysis. Here's the truth. Sports should be about skill, strength, discipline, and performance, not about how much thigh is visible. We are not in a chicken shop. We are in a place where women should be valued and dignified. Uniforms should serve the athlete, not the audience, not the sponsors, not dirty old men in dirty grey suits who still think it's the 1980s. Female athletes deserve comfort. They deserve professionalism. They deserve respect. And they deserve uniforms that don't require a legal disclaimer. Sexism in sportswear isn't subtle. It's stitched into the fabric literally. But here's the good news. Calling it out is the first step to changing it. Today's Daily Eye Roll, where we judge society so you don't have to. If you value clear thinking, straight talking, please subscribe to my YouTube channel where we only deal in reality, not noise. It's nice to see you again, and take care.